so many tributes to Jo today, but I'd like to tell you, when I first met her, she was flipping annoying. Oh, sorry, I'm Mary Hawes. I work for the Church of England, and I used to come across Jo at various meetings. And when I realised it was another meeting where Jo was going to be, I tried to find an excuse not to go. Because there would be this woman banging on about blooming toddler groups again and again, telling me how important they were. And I knew that children only became important when they went to school at the age of 5. Toddler groups were really nothing. Jesus tells a story in the Gospels about a persistent widow who kept going to a judge and saying, give me what I need. And the judge kept going, push off. And she'd come back saying, no, give me what I need, push off. The widow kept coming so often, the judge eventually gave in and said, oh, which is kind of like me. Because Jo has convinced me of the importance of toddler groups. And I stand here today not to elevate Daniel's Den, but to help you know the influence that Daniel's Den and Jo have had nationally. Through Jo, toddler groups have become not quite so hidden as they once were. She has helped establish a network called 1277, which I think has about 5,000 members in it, toddler group leaders from across the world, who, because of Jo and the people she works with, come to get support and nurture. Flipping annoying that woman that I thought was no good has actually influenced things. I work for the National Church of England, and because of Jo's persistence in telling me how important toddler groups were, I commissioned research into church-based toddler groups, which is now used throughout the country to help toddler groups become like the best practice we see here at Daniel's Den, bringing communities together, supporting people through the good and the bad. Jo also sits in the all-parliamentary group on 1001, the most important days. She is influencing Parliament. She said earlier that that's what she wants to do. She's already doing it. We've seen through Lord Boateng. But she turns up at those meetings and reminds people that from the moment they are born, probably from the moment they are conceived, children are important, as are those who care for them. And they need to be supported. So what started 25 years ago in Brent as a small seed has become a bit like pernicious Japanese knotwood. It has got all over the country, but it's influencing for good. And so, Jo, I still find you flipping annoying. Stop being so bright and bubbly and lively every time I see you. It's exhausting. But never, ever lose that enthusiasm for toddler groups. Never, ever lose that enthusiasm for helping people see what they can become. And thank you that you never do it to push yourself forward. You always do it for the good and the benefit of the community, because you know that what's happened here in Brent can be replicated within a walk of everybody's door. And that's happening because of you. And so we thank you, not just from this community in Brent, which seeing the influence over 21 years. And Serena, it was fabulous to hear you. I was in my head, I got a little song going on about giraffes and things. I couldn't quite get it, and I haven't got a voice to sing anyway. From 21 years ago, where you influenced Serena, to 25 years ago, where you influenced Serena, to 25 years now, where you are influencing the country and, dare I say, the world, because there is so much going on. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Jo, flipping annoying Gordon, we salute you.